Ever wondered how we create that timetable? The most important bit of information we need to know before we start is how many passengers need to catch a train. We also need to know where they're going to or coming from and what time of the day they're travelling. There are a couple of ways of getting this information. One way is the electronic count, where we count the number of tickets validated at stations. Another way is a visual count, where we take a selection of trains and count the number of people on them. The Melbourne rail system is what we call an integrated network. This means trains don't just use a single line, but may end up travelling over the entire web of lines. And that means our timetable has to be done for the entire network, not just each line. So where do we start? Well, we start with peak hour, or the busiest times of the day, because this is when we need the maximum number of trains on the network. Along with where people are travelling, we also need to factor in the minimum time gap between each train and the sections of the network where trains will share the same tracks or platforms. Because let's face it, trains going in the opposite direction on the same track can't pass each other. Once peak hour has been organised, the timetable for the rest of the day is based on the same pattern, just with fewer trains. Making sure these numbers fit together is the job of a team of people. So once you've got a timetable, the next step is to make sure the trains run to it. And this is where it all happens. This is the control room, where the tracks are switched, the lights are changed, and the whole network is monitored, keeping everything on the rails. Because, believe it or not, we don't want trains to run early or late, because this can have a knock-on effect on the other trains using the network. But just when you think you've got the timetable set, more passengers want to use the train, or we extend a line and the number crunching starts all over again.